guys, so today I'm going to be filming a really fun video and one that's going to be really helpful to a lot of you guys. It is a how I grew my hair out, or good tips for growing your hair, things that I still use today. I'm definitely not to my goal length at all. My goal length, I really don't have one. It's just to basically grow my hair as long as possible, and if that's like, you know, in knee length, then that's what it will be. So I just have a few tips to let you guys know. A lot of them you probably already know, but if you're new to the natural community, or if you just haven't taken really good care of your hair, or if I don't know, you haven't done a lot of research on your natural hair journey, then these tips might be new to you. But if not, then they'll probably just a reiteration. Maybe I'll put a new spin on them, and yeah, so let's go. Also, for people who are recently subscribed to me, if you've never seen my old videos, then you wouldn't know that my hair was really short. I did a big chop and my hair was like 3 inches, and that's my phone. My hair was like 3 inches at the beginning of my big chop. It was very short. It's the shortest I've ever had my hair in my life. Before that, I never had my hair shorter than my shoulders. So going from that to like 3 inches of hair was a big deal for me. And so any of you guys out there with 2WAs, I hope I'm an inspiration to you, because it's totally possible to grow out your hair in 2 years. And you know, you don't have to wait 5 years to have like medium length curly hair. So I'm just gonna look at my phone. That's where I wrote down my tips. And of course, my #1 tip is obvious: no heat. So I do straighten my hair every 6 months, and that's kind of like my interval now. At first I was just doing it like in a long span of time, but now I do it every 6 months, so it's twice a year. And the last time I straightened my hair was in May, right after school, and the time before that it was in October. So now I'm waiting until my 2-year natural anniversary, or 2-year big chop anniversary, which is in November. So November is when I'll be straightening my hair again, and I take a lot of precautions. I deep condition before, but that's another video. All the things I do before I get my hair straightened. But you don't want to be straightening your hair very often. I mean, every other week. People say, oh, if you do it every week, try every other week. And that's a good thing to try to wean yourself off. But even every other week is not very good. Unless you have very resilient hair, but it will catch up to you. Even if you have very heat resilient hair, if you're doing it every other week, every 2 weeks, like, it's gonna catch up with you, and you're gonna get some kind of damage. I do it every 6 months, so I know that if I had any damage whatsoever, even the slightest bit, that it has you know, revived itself, or I would have trimmed it off. If I had any kind of damage, 6 months is a good a lot of time to have your hair come back to itself. When you straighten your hair, you do a lot of damage to it, you put a lot of heat on it, and for curly hair, it's so fragile. I don't think a week or 2 weeks is enough time for your hair to come back to life. That's just me. Or if you do it every month, that's pretty good. Even every month or every 2 months, that's okay too. But for me, I'm just very heat sensitive, so I like to take a lot of time to let my hair bounce back. Okay, so #2, you need to be gentle with your hair. Your hair is delicate. Like I said, curly hair is very delicate and very fragile. And hair in general is just delicate and fragile. Even if you have the straightest of hair or the coarsest of hair, your hair is very delicate and fragile. You know, especially people who have finer strands like I do, and that have a lot of strands. I know, like, if you have a lot of densely packed hair, but they're very fine, I know how it is, because those little fine hairs get tangled up in everyone and tangled up on each other. So it's really hard sometimes to be gentle with your hair, especially if you're running low on time. I would advise, just like Natural 85 always says, if you are getting impatient with yourself, or you don't have a lot of time, just do it later. If you're using a hair tool, use it very gently. Don't rush through it, and that will be a lot of help to retaining. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't always. Sometimes I'm like, you know, but and then I regret it, you know. So, and honestly, lately I've been having a lot of troubles with my hair, and I can talk to you guys about that in like a hair diary or something, or like a life update. I don't know, if you want to hear about that, let me know in the comments below about if you want me to do like a hair update or like a life update or anything like that. Okay, Okay, so number 3, keep it moisturized. Now, not everybody needs a lot of moisture, and if you're new to natural, I know this is like, how much moisture do I need? How much protein do I need? It's too much, I'm so confused. But I was in that boat, and I'm still kind of in that boat. I mean, like, if your hair doesn't get dry very often, but you still need to moisturize. And it's important because curly hair it's hard for the oils to travel down the hair shaft, so we have to moisturize it ourselves. We have to put those oils or your creams or whatever, the emollients and the water, whatever your hair likes, you need to put it in your hair so it can stay moisturized, so it can stay soft, and can stay pliable so that it doesn't break off. And that is important in growing your hair, because if your hair is breaking, no matter where it's breaking, that means it's not retaining length. And people say, oh, my hair doesn't grow. No, everybody's hair grows unless you have some kind of health issue. So, but unless you have some kind of health concern, your hair is always growing, no matter how fast or slow. And that's dependent on other things. But if you're not being careful with your hair, if you're not moisturizing your hair, it can break, and then you're not retaining length. And that's what most people say, black people don't grow hair. Well, it's that a lot of times, especially if you're relaxing, your hair is weak and brittle and dry, and it's breaking off. And that's why it's not retaining length, that it's not growing. Because if it wasn't growing and your hair was still breaking off, then you would be bald. So for number 4, be simple for the majority of the week. Now, this is something that I basically live by. I don't do a lot of styles, which I really would like to do now that my hair is a lot longer. But being simple with your hair is important, because using a lot of manipulation and doing this and that and the third, it's not great for your hair. It's not great to be pulling at it and tugging at it and pulling and all this until we had a ton of bobby pins and things that are damaging to your hair. Basically, my whole point is this: you don't want to do a lot of manipulation to your hair every single day, like pulling and tugging and bobby pinning and bunning and all this stuff every single day. Try to get a style that you use maybe 3 or 4 days out of the week, and then on the weekend or on a Friday or whatever day it is, you can change it up. So just try to keep it very simple throughout the majority of your hair week. And I say hair week because that varies for different people. Throughout your hair week, keep it simple, and then maybe at the end or at the beginning, you can do a different style just to keep your hair, not a lot of stress on your hair strands. So that's my point. And that keeps your hair long and strong, because you're not pulling and tugging on it all the time. And like I said, your hair is fragile and it doesn't need to be pulled and tugged on all the time. So tip number 5 is eat well. I think a lot of my hair growth and retention I think it's due to my healthy eating and lifestyle. That is a big contributor to your outer appearance and your outer appearing health. So the outer appearing health of your hair and your skin has a lot to do with the inside. So as we all know, hair is protein, so obviously you need to get a lot of protein in your hair, but not just protein, you need to get a lot of selenium, you need to get a lot of calcium, you need to get a lot of everything, because the thing about hair is that your body knows that it's not completely necessary, as opposed to your heart and your legs and your eyes and everything else that's very important in your lungs, all that stuff. All those organs that are important to your actual daily health, your body puts your vitamins and your nutrients away for that first. And then after that, then it goes to things like skin and hair and outer appearance. So that's why people who eat really healthy, you can tell in their skin and their hair and that kind of thing, because that's some of the last things that your body allots nutrients for. So if you're lacking in nutrients and vitamins, your hair is going to lack, because it's going to need your body is going to put all of the little vitamins and nutrients you have to continuing your heart to beat and your lungs to breathe and all of that stuff, which is what made way more important than your hair. So you want to think about it like that. Like, you want to have a healthy diet, because not only do you want to nourish your body and your organs, but you want to have enough nutrients left over to actually allot to your hair and your nails and your skin and all of that stuff. So eat well is my tip number 5. It's very important. Do it, incorporate it into your life. You will thank me in the long run. If you're young, you don't want to be regretting your eating choices when you're 40, because it will catch up with you. Okay, so number 6 is stay hydrated. This goes on along with number 5 a lot, because eating healthy and staying healthy drinking water is like a major thing. And like I said earlier, how keeping your hair moisturized, another part of keeping your hair moisturized and soft is drinking a lot of water. And that's the same with your skin and your hair. I mean, it's different if you have naturally dry skin like I do. Like, some people have naturally oily skin and some people have naturally dry skin, but you can help that with drinking more water. And so drinking water is amazing. It cleans out your body, it nourishes your body, it hydrates your body. It's just amazing. It's one of the most amazing things, and it's crazy that water is just water, and it does so many amazing things for our bodies. It's really crazy, you know? We can use it outside, we can use it inside, and it cleans on the outside and it cleans on the inside. Like, just like you use water to clean your body, you use water inside to clean your body and to nourish your body. So drinking water is very important. Staying hydrated is very important. You never want to be dehydrated, so keep that in mind. And I would suggest getting a glass water bottle, because they are better for the environment and they are easy to carry around along with you on the day, and they're really cute too. So plastic is okay, especially if you do have plastic, you want to use BPA free, but I would suggest using glass. It's better for the environment, and you know, it's cool. So this is my very last tip. Stay stress-free. Now, this is something that's very important, and even people who don't know a lot about health and wellness know that staying stress-free is important for your skin and your hair. You know, you get those stress bumps on your skin, and sometimes your hair can start thinning or shedding a lot if you have a lot of stress. Stress is not just a feeling. I'm a psychology student, so I know a lot about stress, and stress is real. Like, it's a real chemical. When you're very stressed, it changes the chemical structure in your body, and it can enhance sickness, it depletes your immune system, just so many things that stress can do. So you want to have things in your life that can decrease stress, and everybody has stress. Knowing how to keep yourself happy and healthy all the time, because that is possible. There are going to be days where you're not feeling great, but you need to know how to get out of that, you know? So stress is very bad for our bodies. It's very bad for our skin, for our hair, for everything, for our mental health. It's bad. So if you do yoga, you know, if you're feeling stressed, do yoga at home. If you're feeling stressed, you know, if you like playing music loud, you can do that. If you like running, exercise is a great way to relieve stress. But if you're not a big exerciser, do something that makes you happy. When you're feeling stressed, do something that makes you happy. And I feel like when you come to my channel, that's what you come for a different perspective on how to do things, on how to grow your hair, on how to keep your skin healthy. And I know there are other like healthy, holistic people out there, which are awesome, some awesome people on YouTube, but you come to me for my tips. I hope you enjoyed these tips. If you guys have any tips, definitely leave those tips in the down bar, and you guys can check them out and talk to each other about what you guys do, and you can share information, because that's what this is all about. It's a community and we work together. If you have any questions for me about anything that I talked about in this video, always leave those down below and I will always respond to your comment. And if you have any video suggestions, anything that I talked about in this video, always leave that down below. Actually, don't forget to follow me at MayaOnFire on Twitter, and check out my blog, Zenhairlife.wordpress.com. And you can chat with me everywhere else on the internet. I'm pretty much on every social media outlet, so that will always be in the description box below. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye!